guys, it's me, Mrs. Almaty, and I am here at your home away from home, also known as school. Today, I am going to read to you a book called Fairy Hill, Ruby and the Magic Garden. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you why I'm reading this book, because there's some key things that make this book special and are the reasons why I chose it. This book has very clear characters. The people that are in the book, or the characters, go on a very cool journey and they learn a lesson. And we know we've been really focused on learning that some fiction stories have lessons. So this book has really clear characters, a really clear lesson, and this really amazing magical setting called Fairy Hill. And that's something that I really want us to focus on this week, because we're learning about fantasy. Fantasy is a genre of fiction books or fake books. Fantasy is super magical, things that couldn't happen in real life, and that's what denotes them as fantasy. Something that might be a fantasy book would be dragons, or animals that can talk, or people or animals with magical powers, superheroes. Things like that are fantasy, and this book fits into that genre. So get ready to read Fairy Hill with me, and if you're hesitant because it might not be the kind of book you like, please just follow along, read it with me, and I'm sure that you're going to find some way to connect with the characters. Even if your story's different, and it will be because you're not a fairy, you may relate in the way that the problem arose and how the girl handled it. Maybe you've been through a problem similar, and maybe you learned a lesson just like she did. Last, we're going to introduce something new in this video, and it's called pause. I am going to say pause, and when I do, you are going to listen to what I say and do it, and then immediately pause this video by pushing the middle pause button. All right, here's an example. Pause. Please raise your hand and wave to me without saying a word, and then restart the video. All right, here I am. If you did that, you just waved, I looked at you, you looked at me, I noticed that you were doing what you should be doing, and you get right back into the story. All right, let's get started. Again, the title of the book is called Fairy Hill, Ruby and the Magic Garden. And I'm going to do my best to let you guys see every word. All right, let's go ahead and open it up to this page. When I look at this page, I see an amazing detailed picture. I see right in the middle, it says, Welcome to Fairy Hill. So that tells me that this picture is of Fairy Hill. It says, Fairy Hill is a land of sparkle and fun. I'm sure you know why I said it that way, right guys? So we can see that it is a land of sparkle and fun, and we can use the pictures to learn even more about Fairy Hill. I can see there's this beautiful river coming through Fairy Hill. It is a land where lots of flowers grow. It seems like it's a beautiful day. The details on the houses, like look at this one. It has a flower as its roof. This one has a leaf. There are mushrooms. Lots going on in Fairy Hill. And I'm really interested in this palace going on in the background. All right, turn the page. Put your finger on there. Read along with me. There are fairy homes. There are fairy shops. There is even a magic fairy garden. Take a moment to look at the pictures, because there's so much going on here. I'm noticing that there are even different kinds of fairies. This one's wings look very different compared to, say, this one. And again, I can get much more details from the picture. Go ahead, turn the page. Ruby, Luna, and May live in Fairy Hill. They are best friends. They love to learn magic. Oops, I lost my ball, says Luna. I need more practice. You know what? I know exactly who Luna is now. She's this one because this is the girl that's lost her ball. So obviously, we're learning about the characters, and we have three main characters, Ruby, Luna, and May. They live in Fairy Hill, and we've learned that they're best friends and that they love to learn magic, but some of them, especially Luna, need more practice. Go ahead and turn your page. Finger on ring. Ring-a-ling-ling, ring-a-ling-ling. The Fairy Queen is here, says Luna. Wow, says May. She is all sparkle. Look, says Ruby. That fairy is getting her big wings. She must have done something extra brave, kind, or helpful. Wow. So just talking it through. This is the Fairy Queen. They seem to be amazed by her. They seem to admire her. And it looks like she just got her big wings. And they're saying that in order to have gotten her big wings, she has to stop. All right, I want you to pause the video, and I want the person with the shortest hair to tell their partner why they think she got her new fairy wings. And here's a hint. If you read this bottom part right here, it tells you in the text. That's your text evidence. All right, pause the video. All right, I'm back, guys. So you just talked to your partner, and most likely you said that she got her fairy wings because she must have done something extra brave, kind, or helpful. All right, go ahead and let's turn the page. I wonder what my big wings will look like, says Ruby. I hope I earn mine soon, says May. Me too, says Luna. So, they don't have their big fairy wings, but they're wanting to earn them soon. Sorry, guys. I just was going back in my head thinking about the story, and I noticed that they said they need more practice. She's lost a ball. They're wanting to get wings. I have a feeling that some exciting things are about to start happening. They've given us all these details in this beginning part of the story, telling us about the characters, the settings, a little bit about how to get wings, and that they're having some trouble and need more practice. And so let's see what the next page says. Putting our finger on Ruby. Ruby, Luna, and May still have small wings. They cannot fly. They ride on their fairy flyers to get around. Oh. In just a moment, I want you to pause the video, and the person with the longest hair, I want you to tell your partner who the fairy flyers are, because it doesn't say in the words, but I have a feeling you can use the pictures and illustrations to help you out. All right, so yes, there they are right there. And let's turn the page. Let's go to the garden, says Luna. Good idea, says May. Race you, says Ruby. Ruby rides with Ace. Ace is fast. Whoa, Ruby laughs. Look at my beard. The picture makes it kind of funny. It's not a beard. It looks like it's the dandelions. So they're riding around, they're going through the garden, and they're having a good time racing. Let's turn the page. I still don't see a problem. Soon, they are at the magic garden, but it is all brown. What? Something is wrong. The garden has lost its sparkle, says Ruby. I will fix it, says May. May sprinkles fairy dust. The garden does not change. Oh my goodness, an alarm just went around in my head, guys. I think we have a problem. Something's wrong. The garden's lost its sparkle, and for whatever reason, even their fairy dust is not helping. I have a feeling something is going to happen with the wings. Okay, turn the page, guys. I will fix it, says Luna. Luna plays a magic song. The garden does not change. Next. Then they hear a sound. It is a baby deer, says Luna. He looks lost, says May. This is so strange. They're trying everything and now there's a lost deer? I'm trying to connect with this book and I've tried to fix things before, but I've never experienced anything like this. Turn the page. Do not worry, Ruby says. We will help you. Magic clover helps lost animals find their way home, says May. But the clover is all wilted. It has lost its magic. What are we going to do? Asks Luna. That makes sense because the forest or the garden's lost its magic. It's not changing. And they can't even help this animal because the clover is all wilted. Turn the page. Ruby looks at the dirt. She looks at the flowers. She spots something shiny. It is Luna's lost ball. It is blocking the magic water. Oh my goodness. Okay, before we read any further, we're gonna pause in just a minute. And I want the person with the shortest hair to tell their partner what they think is gonna happen next. I want you to make a prediction. We know there's a problem, and we know that this problem, we don't know what it is causing the magic to go away. And now we see a lost ball blocking the water. Could this be why? Okay, make a prediction and then switch. Let the other partner talk and then push play and we'll find out what's going on. All right, you guys should be back. Go ahead and turn the page. It should look just like this. Let's see if your prediction is correct or if the story surprises you. I will fix it, Ruby says. Ruby waves her wand. The ball lifts into the air. The water flows. The flowers start to sparkle. You saved the garden, says Luna. Oh my goodness, look at the difference. I always love to go back and reread or relook at the story because it helps me understand it more. And look at this page when they first realized something was wrong and that the magic was gone. And now look at this page. It's completely different. Look at how that setting or where the story is taking place has changed. Turn the page. You know what? I completely forgot about the deer. And now that the garden can sparkle, oh, I can't wait to see what happens. Okay, put your finger on Ruby. Ruby finds the magic clover. She gives it to the deer. He licks her face and runs home. Oh, that's wonderful. Turn the page. Ring-a-ling-ling, ring-a-ling-ling. Look, says Mary. Here comes the fairy queen, says Luna. You were kind to the deer, Ruby, says the fairy queen. And you fixed the magic garden. Today, you earn your big wings. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be able to fly. Okay, gotta go back in the story real quick. When I look back in the beginning, I remember the moment where the fairy came, and I noticed when she comes, it always says ring-a-ling-ling. And it said she must have done something extra brave, kind, or helpful, and that was how she got her wings. And now she's earning her wings. The fairy queen taps her magic wand. Ruby's wings grow. They sparkle and shimmer. Oh my goodness. Look at her face. That is so joyful. You can almost feel what it's like for her. Your wings are perfect, says Luna. They are so shiny, says May. The fairy queen smiles. Turn the page. I can't wait to try my new wings, says Ruby. Race you! This is amazing. Oh, I love this book. All right, time to talk about it. So, did you see the characters? The setting where it's located? And the lesson that she learned. And the lesson that she learned actually got her a huge, huge reward. It got her her wings. For me, when I read this book, it makes me connect with trying to be there for people or animals or things that need help, which is what she did. It helped me remember to always try to look around you and see, is something out of normal? Is something not right? And I try to do that a lot, especially with the kids, you guys that come in the class. I always look at you to think, okay, has something changed? Is everything okay? And it's almost like you guys lose your sparkle sometimes, and I can think, okay, something's going on. Just like that, she was able to look around at her setting and say, okay, something's not right here. It's not the way it normally is. So I can connect to her in that way. But I remember a reason for reading this was because she learned a lesson. And there's a lot going on in here, and there's a lot of ways you can say what the lesson was. And what I want you guys to do is, at some point in the day, if you have time now, great. If not, at some point in the day, I want you to write, what do you think Ruby's lesson was that she learned? She learned to be whatever, or she learned that she should, or something along those lines. I told you it was a pretty interesting book, even if you're not a fairy. All right, guys, or a girl. All right, guys, thanks for reading with me, and enjoy the rest of your week reading and learning about the genre fantasy, settings, characters, the beginning and the middle and the end of the story we can talk about, and things just like that. So, all right, guys, talk to you later.